home run of the day, his 37th of the year, and it was a grand slam home run that blew the game wide open and gave the Legends a 9-5 lead over the Genomes. Genomes came up in the bottom of the ninth. They were able to get one run across and make it 9-6, but that was all. Genomes lose game one of the doubleheader. That's two in a row, or that's the second game, of the doubleheader. They won game one on Friday. So this three-game series is split, and now game two today has become the rubber match for these two teams, not just for the day, but for the series. Whoever wins the game right now at 6 p.m. or 6:05 start time, whoever wins this game wins the series. Then the two teams are off for one night, and they come back for a three-game series Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Bob Howard is on the left there on your screen. He'll be the third base umpire. Looks like Derek Whitfield, with his hands on his hat there, will be the first base umpire. And Manny Gonzalez will be behind the plate for this game two of our doubleheader today. And now the starting lineups. First for your Lexington Legends. As we take a look here at the probables, looks like the starters have switched out here for the Genome, so I'm going to make a note here on my page so we don't get that wrong. For the Legends, batting first, playing center field, is number 2, Darian Sanford. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 15, Tillman Pugh. Batting third, the left fielder, number 24, Courtney Hawkins. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 13, Isaiah Tejeda. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 22, Montrell Marshall. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 12, Jesus Taveras. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 5, Trey Hunt. Catching for the Legends today, number 8, and it is a new catcher, Henderson Perez, will be behind the plate. Now, he could be wearing 8 or 26, so we will find out when they come out. They are wearing their gray jerseys with gray tops and blue letters and their green hats as the away team. Genomes will be in their whites, black jerseys, pink numbers, and baby blue powder hats. Batting 8th catcher, number 8, Henderson Perez. Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 18, TK Kuntz. And number 31, Daniel Corsino, the right-hander, will be on the bump. And now for your starting lineup for the home team, the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. Batting first, the second baseman, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting second, the left fielder, number 34, Chris Shaw. Designated hitter, batting third, is number 8, Chris Davis. Number 4, the right fielder, batting fourth, the right fielder, number 25, Jimmy Paredes. The center fielder, 00, Yuri Perez, will be batting fifth. Batting sixth today is the catcher, number 16, Austin Rye. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 36, Samir Dueñez. Batting eighth, third base, number 4, Gavin Johns. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 8, Clayton Melbauer. Starting lineup is done there. Starting pitcher on the mound is going to be Bell. He will start for the Genomes today. That is the change. It was going to be Candelario on the bump today. Now they've changed it to Bruce Bell. So he will be on the mound, the 25-year-old right-hander for the Genomes. P.J. Phillips manages the Lexington Legends. Mark Minakazi manages the Wild Health Genomes. Game 2 of this series coming up here in just a few seconds, everybody. Stay tuned for Kentucky Wild Health Genomes versus the Lexington Legends in Game 2 of our doubleheader. We'll be right back right after this. Genomes are taking the field. We're going to have our national anthem, and then we will be ready for live action from Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. Stay with us, everybody. National anthem coming up right now. Welcome back to Kentucky's Wild Health Field, home of the Lexington Legends and your Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. This is a Wild Health Genomes home game. So these two teams share this field. Both are part of the Atlantic League, but when it comes to bragging rights this year in their inaugural season, the Genomes have gotten the better of the Lexington Legends, winning 21, the Legends winning 13. Out on the mound right there is Bruce Bell. He was a Lexington Legends pitcher at the beginning of this season and ended up playing for the Genomes via trade. And he will be the starter tonight for your Wild Health Genomes. Game one of the series was Friday night. The Genomes won that one 6-1. Game two was earlier this afternoon, a 1 p.m. start. That game scheduled for 7 innings, went into extra innings and didn't finish until the 9th inning after a Courtney Hawkins blast at the top of the 9th. Genomes unable to catch up after that, and finally fouling after 9 innings, 9-6. Legends the winner there. So the Genomes, in 33 meetings with the Legends, have won 20 and lost 13. Does that include today's game? And that does include the 1 p.m. game. So the Legends are actually creeping up on the Genomes here. Genomes had a huge lead right after the halfway point, and now the Legends are catching back up. These two teams have played now 33 times, and they will play 8 more before the season's over. So they will have plenty of opportunities to prove themselves to each other. And we're ready for live action. Bruce Bell steps off, bows his head to say a little prayer. And he'll face Darian Sanford, the Legends' second baseman, who will step up for his first at-bat. Thanks for joining us, everybody. It is time for Genomes Baseball right here on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. And Darian Sanford, the stolen base champion in the Atlantic League from 2018, steps in to to see the first pitch of Game 2 of our series here at Wild Hill Field. And he delivers. Sanford fouls this one off, strike one. Bell's first pitch there, 89 miles an hour. And it's 0-1 to the Legends center fielder. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Sanford on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike two. Exciting first game, back and forth, and finally, the ninth inning, it was blown open. That one inside. 1-2 strikes. You know, this makes for a long day when you have a doubleheader that starts at 1 and the next game starts at 6. Not just for the players, but for everybody, the staff, the concessions people. That one's swinging a miss there. 2-2 strikes. Oh, nope, that was strike three. I'm sorry, 1-2. He took a swing, and he'll go down. Strike three swinging to Sanford, and there's one out. But also to the people that bring you the game from up here in the broadcast booth, it's myself and Will Painters, our DJ, and our public address announcer, Logan Weiler's on the video board. Judith Drake is the technical director, and Hugh Davis, the official scorer. Ashley Grigsby, the stringer for Major League Baseball. So quite a few people up here to bring you the games every day. And that one hits straight up into the air, and it'll go into the seats for a foul ball. And strike one to Pugh. Courtney Hawkins in the on-deck circle. Official attendance for today's titanic struggle between the Genomes and the Legends is 1,312. Again, official attendance, 1,312. Dan Parrott, hello. Thanks for joining us. That one in there for strike two to Tillman. 0-2 the count. Bell kicks and fires the 0-2 up high, and he tried to check swing. He didn't go around, though, so 1-2 the count. It's been a fantastically beautiful day here in central Kentucky for baseball. If you've never been to Lexington, Kentucky, put it on your to-do list. Surrounded by horse farms here in Lexington. Check swing there once again. 2-2 strikes, but missing on the outside corner. Put it on your places to visit. Keeneland Racetrack, known all over the world, is here, and Kentucky basketball famous everywhere, the Big Blue Nation here. And this one ripped into the left field corner, fair for Tillman Pugh. He'll round first. He's headed to second, and there won't be a throw there because he's in there in plenty of time. Chris Shaw, the left fielder, finally tracks it down. And Tillman on second with one out. And the big man coming up, Courtney Hawkins. Courtney had a great first game. As you take a look at him there as he gets ready. In the very first inning, he hits a home run. In the last inning, he hits a grand slam home run. So he accounted for 5 of the 9 runs the Legends had last game. That gives his season totals 38 home runs, 96 RBIs. And he hits this one deep center field. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think it is, though. Gone! The third home run of the day. This one to straightaway center field, and it's 2-0 Legends. Hawkins hit that one 430 feet plus to straightaway center. My goodness. Courtney Hawkins just jacked up home run number 39 and RBIs number 97 and 98. He's going to have 40 home runs and 100 RBIs plus. He's got no business being here. He needs to be on a major league team and fast. You can't tell me that there's a major league team that doesn't need 39 homers. I think a home run leader right now only has 38. First pitch here to Isaiah Tejeda. Fouled off, strike one. You said Judge has 40? I think the home run leader in the National League, I want to say, is Goldschmidt maybe with 38 or 39. Judge may have 40, but you can't tell me Hawkins couldn't do this at the next level. Strike two there to Tejeda. So Judge has 49 and 109. How many games is that? Through 123 games. And how many have we played? No, how many have we played? Strike three to Tejeda, and he'll go down looking on a third strike. So I can look that up for us real quick. 2 outs here. So this is game 112. So through 112, he's right on pace with the offensive leader in the American League, and he's outpacing the American League or the National League leader in home runs and RBIs. And here's Montrell Marshall, who also sent a ball over the wall here. And the first pitch to Marshall up high, ball one. Legends get on the board first with a 2-run shot to center field by Courtney Hawkins. Here's the 1-0 check swing and called strike, 1-1. Bruce Bell on the mound for the Genomes. He'll kick and fire. The 1-1 is hit by Montrell Marshall, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Games all over Major League Baseball and the Atlantic League today. South Maryland, their 2 o'clock game is finished. They beat the York Revolution 10-4. Swing and a miss here, and that'll end the inning. So Bell gets 3 strikeouts, but does give up a 2-run home run to Hawkins. Legends lead 2-0. Genomes coming up. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Becker, the former University of Kentucky star, will get things started for the Genomes here. Bottom of the first, they trail 2-0. Here's the first pitch from Daniel Corsino, and that misses ball one. Legends 44-67 on the season. Genomes 59-53 in the midst of a wild card race. And this one hit out of here. Not a chance for that to stay in. Luke Becker, who was 0 for 5 in the first game, blasts a home run in his first at bat in game 2. And it's 2-1. The Genomes are on the board. And that is a welcome sign for Mark Minikazi from his leadoff hitter. He took a 1-0 fastball at 87 miles an hour and sent it out of here. And now Chris Shaw comes up for his first at bat. And the first pitch here to Shaw in there for strike one. That was home run number 19 of the season for Luke Becker. And that pitch hits Shaw on his leg. Well, that hit him. I'm not sure why he's not taking first there. Apparently it hit the ground first and bounced up, maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see that replay. Okay, 1-1 strike. That one outside. All right, so apparently hit the ground. 2-1 strike. No outs here. Bottom of the first. Becker led off with a home run, and here we are with Chris Shaw, the 2-1 count. Corsino winds and fires. Outside, 3-1. Three balls, one strike to the left fielder. He was first base in the first game. That one inside misses. Ball four, and Shaw does what he does best, and that's get walked. He has been walked more than anybody else on the team, and he heads to first. And that wild card race coming into today, Lancaster was a game up. But what's the deal? Lancaster can't win the wild card, can they?
Well, if they somehow lose the second half, they would be wild card. Right now, they're wild.
All right. This one hit straightaway center field. First pitch to Davis, and settling under it and making the catch. And that is out. Number one here, as Sanford for the Legends makes a catch, tosses it in. 1 on, 1 out for the Genomes. So the Genomes a game and a half back in the wild card race. If Lancaster wins out the first half or wins out the second half, they make the playoffs, correct? However, if the Genomes, if they outpace Lancaster and win the wild card, do they make it automatically no matter what Lancaster does? Well, they're already in the playoffs, though. Right. Right. So if the Genomes win, then they should make it because Gastonia is not in their or is in their division, right? Okay. This one high into the air. Montreal Marshall looking for it, and it bounces fair. Chris Shaw comes around, is headed to third. He's going to be out by a long shot. What a strange play. It looked like a pop fly into shallow left field there. Montreal went that way, and our cameras lost sight of it. It bounced in fair territory, and Shaw came all the way from first to third, was tagged out at third. So a single for Paredes. Two to one the score. Shaw tagged out after the ball dropped in fair territory on the throw. Paredes at first. Inside, ball one to Yuri Perez. So the Genomes a game out of this wild card race. One ball, no strikes to Perez. Corsino on the mound. Now he steps off. Perez steps out. Or Corsino steps off, excuse me. Now Corsino back on the bump. We're ready to go. Perez steps in. Here comes the pitch. Up top. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Yuri Perez. And he chops this one to third base. Montreal Marshall over to second, and they get the force out, and that ends the inning. We're headed to the second, folks. It's a 2-1 game. Geno's trailing by one. Legends coming up for the second time right after this. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. It's a 2-1 score. Legends lead as we begin the second inning. This is game 2 of the doubleheader, so we're scheduled for 7 innings, not 9, so keep that in mind here. And here's Jesus Taveras. And he hits the first pitch he sees. It's a chopper to second. Becker picks it up, throws it to Shaw, and that's out number 1. So Tavares is retired. 1 out here in the top of the second. Now the second baseman for the Legends coming up to the plate, Trey Hunt. Yep, and not Shaw. Dueñez at first there. Becker to Dueñez. Shaw's in left this game. My fault, everybody, for that Genomes defensive lineup. Ball 1 here. Genomes defensive lineup. Chris Shaw in left. Yuri Perez in center. Jimmy Paredes in right. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. The infield is Gavin Johns at third. Clayton Milbauer at short, Luke Becker at second, and Samir Dueñez at first. Austin Rye behind the plate, and that is Bruce Bell on the mound. Here's the 1-1. And this one, chopper ripped to Milbauer at short. He fires to first, and Dueñez unable to come up with it. And error on the throw there, and Hunt will reach safely on an error. So 1 on, 1 out, and here comes Henderson Perez, the catcher. So he is wearing 26. We thought it would be 8 or 26. We weren't sure, but it's 26. Last game he had number 8 on. First pitch here from Bell to Perez. And hits the corner, strike 1. Perez batting just under 100 on the season, 91 for his average. That's just a handful of at-bats for him to be don't make too much of that number just yet for him. He's only had a few plate appearances. He hits this one foul into the stands. No balls, 2 strikes here. He took the first pitch for a strike, fouled that one off. He's behind 0-2 with 1 out. Trey Hunt at first for the Legends. Now Bruce Bell steps off the mound, wipes a little bit of sweat off his face, and steps back on the rubber. Checks the runner at first. Now from the stretch, turns and fires to first. And Trey Hunt back in plenty of time. As you see there, he's holding on to the bag. And Samir Dueñez double checking to make sure he's still on the bag. Here comes the 0-2 from Bell. And this one, line short and right back to first. He's safe, but they do get 1 out on the line drive to short, caught by Milbauer for out number 2. So 2 outs, almost get the double play, but Trey Hunt gets back to first before the throw gets there. And now TK Kuntz will come up. 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the second. TK's in right field today. Used to seeing him out in center field, but today is Sanford in center. Bell steadies, readies. Rye like he's going to throw in the crouch there. First pitch in there for strike 1. That was 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Bell. Tell you, I miss seeing Brandon Phillips out here today. I was hoping he'd be here for the Sunday game, but Brandon spending some time at home like any good father does. 0-1 here to TK Kuntz, Darian Sanford in the top of the order, and Tillman Pugh on deck and in the hole, respectively, the 1 and 2 batters. And another throw here. Trying to keep Trey Hunt close to the bag over there at first. Here's the 0-1. And TK chops it towards third, foul. And now he's in the hole 0-2 here to Bruce Bell. "90 degrees here in Lexington. Wind blowing out towards left field, so any decent fly ball has got a chance. Here's the 0-2. Runner goes. Check swing. They say no, and there's no throw, so Trey Hunt gets in there for a stolen base. As no swing from the replay, you can tell he didn't go around there. And a stolen base for Trey Hunt. So Hunt got on base due to a throwing error by the shortstop, Milbauer, and now he's got a stolen base out of the deal. And that pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to TK Kuntz, the right fielder. That was Hunt's first stolen base of the year. Kuntz batting .210, a home run and 8 RBIs. 2-2, Bell checks the runner now, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Legends leave one stranded. They lead 2-1. Genomes coming up in the bottom half of the inning right after this. Genomes Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Bottom of the second here at Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Legends lead 2-1. Daniel Corsino, good shot of him on the mound there. Austin Rye, the catcher for the Genomes, steps in for his first trip to the plate. And the first pitch here is outside, ball 1. That was 86 miles an hour from Corsino. And that one up top, 2-0. Samir Dueñez, the first baseman, on deck. And this one hit hard by Austin Rye, deep left field, and running up and diving to make the catch is Courtney Hawkins. He laid it all out to make that grab, and the big man comes up with it for out number one. And now Samir Dueñez comes up with one out after the diving grab by the big man there. And the first pitch to Dueñez outside, ball one. That was a good shot by Rye, but boy, oh boy, did Hawkins close in on that thing and make a nice grab. Here's a 1-0 to Dueñez. Corsino winds and fires. Outside 2-0. If you come to a Legends game and Daniel Corsino is not pitching, you've got a really good shot at getting a ball if you sit close to the dugout. Corsino makes a habit of throwing at least one ball every inning into the stands. And that was a nice pitch there. Strike one. 87 miles an hour, and a swinging Dueñez unable to catch up to it. Corsino will throw out 9 or 10 baseballs a game to kids in the stand, and he throws more balls to kids in the stands than any other player I've seen here. This one ripped into right field by Samir Dueñez and grabbed and tossed in by the right fielder there, TK Kuntz, and one on and one out as Dueñez gets on with a single to right. Gavin Johns coming up for his first trip up to the plate, the third baseman. Clayton Melbauer on deck. Hitters 8 and 9 coming up right here. 7, 8, 9. Dueñez was 7. Here's 8, 9 on deck. Strike one to Johns. Johns has yet to hit a home run, but I keep thinking this might be the time. I've seen him hit a few shots, even a couple of them off the wall, several to the warning track. 0-1. That one low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I saw him hit one off a center field wall, and I thought, boy, if he would switch that to left field. I mean, left field is what, 320, 318, something like that? Yeah. And this one hit straightaway center field, going back to the warning track, off the bottom of the wall this time again. Johns already around second, headed to third. A run will score. Dueñez comes in. It's a 2-2 game and a triple for Gavin Johns to straightaway center as you watch the replay. And this is the second time I've seen him hit one 400 feet. And this one goes for a triple. If he would have sent that ball to left field, it would have been out of here by about 70 feet. But the Genomes will take it as that ties up the game here. 2-2 in the second. And now one out with Clayton Melbauer at the plate. The top of the order on deck with Luke Becker standing by. Melbauer from Louisville, Kentucky, played at Trinity High School. On deck is Luke Becker from Lexington, Kentucky, University of Kentucky. And that one hit Melbauer on the left shoulder, and he is hit by a pitch and will go straight to first base. And now with 2 on, Luke Becker, who hit a solo shot to start the game off, will face Corsino a second time with 2 people on base. Tie score here in the second. Game 2. 2-2. 2 on. Second inning. That one inside, ball one. Runner goes. Mel Bauer to second. Now runners at second and third. On that passed ball, with one out, it's 1-0. Runners at second and third. One out. Big lead at second for Mel Bauer. And outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Luke Becker batting .292, 19 home runs, 80 RBIs. Far and away, those numbers lead the team. OPS right at about 900. Infield playing in for a possible bunt situation with one out. And that one low. And the count 3-0 now to Becker. Becker might be getting walked here with Shaw coming up. Here's the 3-0. That one right down the middle at 88 miles an hour. Strike one. Three balls, one strike to Luke Becker. 2 on, 1 out here in the second. Tie score. Swing and a miss. And now the count full to Becker. After being 3-0, Corsino works it to full. And it's a 3-2 count. Becker, of course, the University of Kentucky star. Here's the payoff. And Becker smacks this one foul. Count stays full. Full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. 1 out. Corsino from the stretch. Kicks, fires, and chop foul once again by Becker. Bottom of the second inning here in game 2. Tied up at 2. 2 on base. Corsino trying to get out number 2. Full count. Corsino one more time from the stretch. Here's the payoff. And that one ripped into right field. TK Kuntz gets it. 1 run will score. And Milbauer stops at third. Becker drives in a run. And the Genomes take a 3-2 lead here in the second with 1 out. Runners at the corners for Chris Shaw. The left fielder coming up. Shaw, 15 home runs, 58 RBIs. Got a chance to get a runner in here. Runners on the corners, first and third. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Genomes with a 3-2 lead. Shaw hits this one, and it's right into right field as well. A run scores. It's 4-2 Genomes. And Becker goes all the way to third on the single. And I think they took for granted the fact they thought because Kuntz had the ball that he was going to stay there, and he just took off. He looked back at Kuntz, saw him playing lackadaisical, and went for third and no throw, and he got there. So now 4-2, runners on the corners still as Becker advanced to third. First pitch here missing to Chris Davis. Genome's already putting up 3 here with 1 out. Starting with Gavin Johns, triple to center. Samir Dueñas came in to score. That pitch low, 2 balls, no strikes. So that triple sent Samir Dueñas in to score. Then Johns is on third. Melbauer gets hit by a pitch, and then a couple singles later, and here we are. Davis fouls off the 2-0, and now it's 2-1. Or 2-1, not 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's been a long day. This is 7 hours of calling baseball. Your words can escape you at some point. Davis, 286 batter so far, 15 home runs, 39 RBIs through 42 games. And this one hit a mile high in the sky, and it may get away from the catcher and out of play, but wow. That's as close as it could have been without hitting her, yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That fan got real lucky. The ball didn't hit her right where she stood. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at the corners for the Genomes. That's a good look at Chris Davis, the home run king from 2018 when he was with the Oakland A's. Hasn't done a whole lot offensively today. He did have a single in the first game, but that was it. Here's the 2-2. And he hits this one high into the sky as well, and it sails foul. Corsino trying to get out of a jam here with runners on the corners. He's given up 3 runs this inning. But still a close game at 4-2. Legends can come back and put some runs up for him. And the 2-2 once again. And Davis hits this one to left. Caught by Hawkins for out number 2. He fires to second. The runner from third will score. So a sacrifice fly for Chris Davis, and that brings in another RBI for him. RBI number 40 of the season. And now Jimmy Paredes to the plate. It's a 5-2 game, a runner on first, 2 outs. Paredes single to left, his first time up. One on, 2 outs. And Paredes fouls back the first pitch for strike 1. to Paredes. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs, only 1 runner on base at first base here. That ball in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike to Paredes. Jimmy Paredes played in the major leagues for the Houston Astros, the Kansas City Royals, the Baltimore Orioles, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Philadelphia Phillies in his career. Had some great seasons. He rips this one foul as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Made his professional debut in 2007 with the Dominican summer team, the Yankees. Then he came to America in the 2008 season, played with the Gulf Coast League Yankees. He showed up here, played for the Lexington Legends. This one, chop foul. Count stays 2-2. Then he signed a 1-year deal for $414,000 before the start of the 2011 season. And made his major league debut on August 1st, 2011 with the Houston Astros. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And swing and a miss here, and Paredes goes down swinging and leaves 1 stranded. But the Genomes did what they had to do this inning as they put 4 big ones up on the scoreboard, and they lead 5-2. We're headed to the 3rd. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Top of the 3rd here in Lexington, Kentucky, Wild Health Field, 5-2 Genomes lead as they put up 4 runs in the bottom half of the 2nd to jump out ahead of the Legends. Genomes lost game 1 of the doubleheader today, 9-6. They're trying to win game 2 here and take 2 of 3 in the series. Darian Sanford, the center fielder, up to bat here. And hits this one into left field for a base hit. Chris Shaw fields it and throws it in. So Sanford at first. And Tillman Pugh comes up. Good to see Sanford get the single there. Pugh doubled his first time up. The throw over to first here. Sanford back in plenty of time. Tillman Thomas from Oakland, California at the plate. Bruce Bell from the stretch checks the runner, now fires upstairs. Ball 1 to Tillman. Good camera work there by our technical director, Judith Drake, giving you a look down there at Samir Dueñez and Darian Sanford, the leadoff runner for the Legends at first. That's what Bruce Bell is keeping his eye on, and now the throw over to first. He's there in plenty of time. One on, nobody out here, top of the third in Lexington. We are in the second game of our doubleheader. That ball upstairs, 2-0 to Pugh. Legends win game 1, 9-6. They're behind here to the Genomes, 5-2, as we begin the third inning. First 2 innings took an hour. Here's the 2-0 to Pugh. And Tillman Pugh hits this one foul. Count goes 2-1. There's Derek Whitfield down there, the first base umpire, and Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire. Austin Rye catching there for the Genomes. Gives the signal to Bruce Bell, the former legend, now a Genome. And a balk called that time by the umpire, and we'll watch this again here. And we're not going to be able to get it. That was my fault. We can't see the replay, everybody. I'm sorry about that. So a balk called, though. So Bruce Bell called for the balk, the Genomes pitcher, and that will send the runner to second. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Tillman Pugh. Darian Sanford moves to second on the balk. Swing and a miss here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, that's something a good base runner can do, is fluster the pitcher into doing things like getting called for a balk. And they were so concerned about Darian trying to steal that they end up just giving the base away to him because he had Bell rattled, or so concerned that he ended up forcing him into a balk. Now the count's full, 3-2 with a runner on second. Nobody out here, top of the third. And there's B square, Bruce Bell. Fastball right up around 90 miles an hour for Bell. Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2. And it's going to be low, and ball 4 to Tillman Pugh. So now runners on first and second. And Courtney Hawkins comes to the plate. Hawkins hit a line drive home run his first time up. I think I'm more shocked when he doesn't hit a home run when he comes to the plate than when he does. He had a home run his first time up. It was a 2-run home run. Now Bell steps off, throws to second. Sanford dives back. Becker covered. Now timeout here by the umpire. Umpire's asking for the lights here because there's too much shade over here. And that does make a little bit of a difference here in the shade. Runners go, and there's no need to do anything as he blasts home run number 40 and RBI 99, 100, and 101. And we are tied at 5. How many times does Courtney Hawkins have to prove himself to the pitchers in this league? This guy eats fastballs for breakfast. And watch what he does to that one. We are tied 5-5. And home run number 40 from Courtney Hawkins. Goodness gracious. He is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs here, folks. Five score. Isaiah Tejeda at the plate. That one in there for strike 1. This is my imitation of a fastball to Courtney Hawkins. Ready? There it went. A 1 pitch here. 1-1 now to Isaiah Tejeda. Still no outs. Tie score, top of the third, 5-5. We are already where they were last game in the 5th inning. Last game ended in a 5-5 tie after 7. And it stayed 5-5 until the 9th. So the bats are hot early here because they had a whole game to warm up. This one by Tejeda, smacked to third, picked up by Johns, fired to Dueñez, out number 1. And Montrell Marshall coming to the plate for his second trip. Struck out his first time swinging. Montrell steps into the box. First pitch low and away, ball 1. A special thanks to some of our sponsors like Fayette Heating and Air, Don Hour Plumbing, and CHI St. Joseph Health. Swing and a miss here, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Golden Law offices. Atlantic League Baseball is a official partner of Major League Baseball. And, of course, Wild Health. That pitch there, check swing. Did he go? No, that's a called strike, so it'll be 1-2 now to Marshall. Marshall, 248, hit his 17th home run of the year in game 1. And that one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball at 90 miles an hour. And, of course, thanks to Pepsi Cola, 20 years of sponsoring Lexington Legends baseball. Swing and a miss here. Foul tip and out. So Marshall goes down, and there's 2 outs here. And Jesus Taveras will come up after grounding out his first time to second base. Taveras batting 248. Excuse me, nope. Not just yet. 222. No home runs and an RBI. First pitch strike to Taveras. Trey Hunt on deck. Here's the 0-1. On the outside corner, missing there, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tied up 5-5 here in game 2. This one hit by Tavares into foul territory. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you take Courtney Hawkins out of the batting lineup today, it's a 5-0 game. Hawkins has all 5 Legends RBIs. Here's the 1-2. This one hit same direction as the last one, foul. That pitch outside. And now it's 2-2. Now, if Cordero from Lancaster was not able to get any RBIs today, Courtney Hawkins is tied with him for 101 RBIs in the Atlantic League. And if Franco did not hit a home run today, Hawkins is 10 runs ahead of him in the home run lead today. That would put Courtney number 1 in the league in home runs, number 1 in the league in RBIs, and in the top 10 in the league for batting average. 2-2, Tavares fouls this one off. Close to his hand that time. I know that one stung. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I got hit with a pitch yesterday in a wiffle ball game in the backyard at my house. I walked it off, though. You know, that's how I am. Swing and a miss there, and that is out number 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. We're tied up thanks to the Courtney Hawkins 3-run home run. It's 5-5. This is Genomes Baseball. We'll be back right after this. Yuri Perez will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Genomes tied with the Legends 5-5. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And Corsino's first pitch in there for strike one to Perez at 86 miles an hour. Check swing that time. They say, yep, he went around, and it's 0-2. Swing here, and the 0-2 fouled off. Here's the 0-2, and this one popped up into shallow center. Running in is Sanford, but he's going to be, yep, there in plenty of time, right on top of the mustache. One out. And Austin Rye coming to the plate. His walk-up music is, what's the name of that song, Ashley? God's Country. All right. I like it. First pitch to Rye. And he rips that one to left field, foul. Rye flew out to Courtney Hawkins his last time up. Here's the 0-1. Pumps this one up. It's going to sail into the stands. And there's a crazy mad dash over there to grab that thing. No balls, 2 strikes. This one low. 1-2 to the Genomes catcher. 242 average for Austin Rye. 7 home runs, 42 RBIs. And he's going to go down looking on that pitch there. And that is out number 2 of the inning. Corsino with a strikeout. That's strikeout number 2 for Corsino. And Samir Duenas up to bat here, and he'll look at strike 1 now. 2 outs, nobody on for the Genomes. That pitch there and there for strike 2. So quickly, Duenas behind 0-2. And Samir fouls this one off. Samir Duenas was part of that Kansas City Royals organization at first base from Venezuela. And he'll foul this one off as well, and count stays 0-2. Samir was born June 11th, 1996 in Municipio Vargas. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Corsino winds and fires. That one's going to be low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hugh Davis, our official scorer, just let me know that who'd you say had, was it Cordero of Lancaster? Does have 2 RBIs today, so he has a 103 to 101 lead in the RBI category on Courtney Hawkins, but Hawkins has a 10-plus home run lead on everybody in the home run department. And the game is only in the 3rd, so who knows what's going to happen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Samir Dueñez. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the bottom of the 3rd. We're headed to the 4th. We're tied, folks, here in Lexington, 5-5. This is Genomes Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. We'll be right back. Top of the 4th inning here in Lexington, Kentucky at Wild Health Field. Trey Hunt, the second baseman for the Legends, will lead things off here. There's Alejandro Chacin on the mound for the Genomes, saying a prayer and making the sign of the cross. Numeneo Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. And we are ready to go. Trey Hunt steps in, Chacin on the bump. Top of the 4th here, tie score. And a foul tip bunt there, and it hit Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire. Got him good, too, if you watch here. 92-mile-an-hour fastball came right inside the leg. Trainer coming out to check on Manny here. Now, that guy, the home plate umpire there, Manny Gonzalez, I grew up with Manny. He is a friend of mine, and we worked together at a restaurant in college when we were both in college. He was a heck of a baseball player himself. And that ball hit him right inside the leg. He's got to be mid-40s now. He still looks great. And he is also a pretty special guy. Glad Manny's all right. So no balls, one strike here to the leadoff batter for the Legends in the top of the fourth. Tie score. 0-1, Alejandro Chacin. Here's the 0-1. And that one, a lot of movement on that ball. My goodness, 93 miles an hour. It looked like it was curving everywhere. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trey Hunt, 167 batting average, a home run and 6 RBIs this year. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, right there on the corner, 92 miles an hour, strike 2. He is throwing fire, folks. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Hunt, the number 7 batter in the order for the Legends. 7, 8, 9 is their lineup. And this one gets by the catcher, Austin Rye, outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I want to thank all of you for joining us on the broadcast here on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Don't forget, tomorrow the Legends and the Genomes are both off on Monday. But they come back for another 3-game series Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday right here. Legends will be the home team for that series. That pitch outside, 3-2 again. Not again, but 3-2 on Trey. Charleston and Long Island, the only other Atlantic League game still going on right now. And they're in the 8th inning. Here's the payoff pitch to Trey Hunt. This one fouled back. Count stays the same. Trey Hunt stays alive. Fantastic day for baseball. It's been on the hot side of things, temperature-wise, in the 90s, but a breeze has blown through. Fly ball to right field and caught for out number 1 there. As the right fielder, Jimmy Paredes, takes a couple steps to his right and makes a catch. Henderson Perez is due up next. TK Kuntz will be in the on-deck circle. He's the number 9 batter. After that, we're back to the top of the order for the Legends with Sanford, Pugh, and Hawkins. But with 1 out, Henderson Perez steps in. Alejandro Chacin from the stretch here, kicks and fires. And that one hits straight up into the air, foul for strike 1. That pitch 92 miles an hour from Chacin. So Tuesday night at 6:35, these two teams come together again after the conclusion of tonight's game, Tuesday at 6:35, and then Wednesday day game at 12:05, and then 6:35 again on Thursday. That pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Perez. Perez batting under 100 and a handful of at-bats for the Legends. And he hits this one foul as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Story of this game so far has got to be Courtney Hawkins, who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs for the Lexington Legends. Genomes put 1 run up in the first on a solo home run by Luke Becker, and then 4 runs in the second to take a 5-2 lead, and then Hawkins hit the 3-run home run after the 2-run home run in the first. He had a 3-runner in the third. And that's strike 3 called. And another Genome strikeout here today, folks. So 2 outs. And that pitch in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss here. It's quickly 0-2 to TK. I'm used to seeing TK in center field, even saying TK the center fielder, but he's in right field today as Darian Sanford is in center field. And the pitch outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Genomes and Legends tied at 5. Top of the fourth inning, excuse me. This is the halftime mark right here. This is a 7-inning game, so after the conclusion of this half of the inning, that is the halfway point of game 2. And this one ripped into left field foul, and I know he is so mad about that because a few times he has hit the ball really well and it's gone foul, and he's looking for a hit here. He's wearing 33 instead of his usual number 18. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That last pitch was 93. He was way ahead of that one and pulled it. And swing and a miss here, and another strikeout for the Genomes. That is 8 strikeouts now for the Genomes pitchers. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It's halftime, folks. Genomes coming up in the bottom of this inning. It's 5-5. We'll be right back with Genomes baseball right after this. First pitch to Gavin Johns, ball 1. Johns, a third baseman for the Genomes, hit a triple his first time up. He's batting .300, no home runs, 21 RBIs this year. Swing and a miss here, 1 ball, 1 strike. The question is, when is Gavin finally going to hit a home run? Here's a shot to center field for the second time today, going back to the warning track. And what a nice catch out there by Sanford as he leaped into the air in center field and made the catch right in front of the Auto Bell sign. Actually, it looked like he was right in front of the Community Trust Bank sign out there. So a long fly ball for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Clayton Melbauer steps up. Quite honestly, I don't think Gavin cares if he gets a home run. I just want to see him hit one. First pitch to Melbauer. Low, ball 1. Melbauer was hit by a pitch his first time up. He took the first pitch right on the left shoulder. And he hits this one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. .219 batting average for the Louisville native. This one high, 2-1. 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. He was playing college baseball this past spring, and now he's getting paid to play as an Atlantic League Genome. That pitch misses as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. And here's the 3-1 inside. It gets away from him. And Melbauer was hit by a pitch his first time up. This time he's walked. So he'll reach base safely without a hit twice. Here's Luke Becker, top of the order for the Genomes. 1 on, 1 out. For the Genomes second baseman. The All-SEC player from Kentucky. 1 on for the lefty Becker. And that change of speed pitch there misses just high. 80 miles an hour, ball 1. Becker hit a solo shot his first time up, a line drive home run to right. Then he singled to right his second time up. He has hit for the cycle this year already, back in July. Here's the 1-0. And Becker hits this one hard to left field. Could be sailing foul, and does. Bounces over the fence back there and into the grass. And had he straightened that out, it was close to being a home run over that Payroll Solutions or Clark forklift sign in the corner there. .294 batting average, 19 home runs, 81 RBIs for Becker. Or as they say here, the Genomes fans, Luke. Here's the 1-1. Corsino not even looking at first, kicks, fires. Strike 2 to Becker, 1-2, off speed again at 80 miles an hour. You know, if you throw heat in the mid-90s and then you throw something 80, that really does throw the batter off. Hello, Eric Tyler. Good to have you back for game 2, buddy. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tie score in Lexington, Kentucky, here at Wild Hill Field. Here's the 1-2 to Becker. And it's a chopper towards first. It's going to go foul. And, boy, what a great effort over there by first baseman Tejeda to take his glove off and throw it at the ball. He said, man, this is game 2. Leave me alone. I've been out in the sun for 6 hours. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Luke Becker. Long pause. Corsino kicks and fires. Runner goes. Chopper towards first on the hit and run. They should have let that go, but they grab it, and that is out number 2. But the runner goes from first to third as you watch the replay here. Melbauer makes it to third on a little dribbler. I think I would have let that go to see if it went foul. The danger there is, though, if it doesn't go foul and stays fair, Melbauer could have came around to score because he was at third base by the time they touched the bag over there. So it's easy for me to sit up here with my 20/20 hindsight vision and say, well, you shoulda, but out there in those moments where it's bang, 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 you got to make decisions fast, and, well, the safe bet there is get the out. Chris Shaw here, 2 outs, runner at third. And the first pitch, him outside, ball 1. Shaw, 265 average, 15 home runs, 59 RBIs. Shaw played his college baseball at Boston College. We have to pocket Ka. There's the 1-0. And that one in there, strike 1, 1-1 the count. I spent 24 years in the military, 8 of those in the Marine Corps, 16 in the Army, and I had plenty of friends from the Northeast, several from Boston, and they taught me how to say pocket Ka. You just don't use any R's when you talk. I said, well, that's easy. I'm from Kentucky. We barely use any syllables. This one in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. And we're getting close to trivia time, so put those thinking caps on for baseball trivia, folks. If you're watching on our YouTube channel or you're listening anywhere in the world in your car, radio, stereo. And here's the pitch, the 2-1, chopped over to first. Tejeda grabs it, touches the bag, and that leaves Melbauer stranded. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-5. Genomes Legends tied up. We'll be right back with Genomes Baseball right after this. Top of the 5th inning, everybody. Legends, Genomes tied at 5 in the 5th. It's time for trivia. How many members are there in the 700 home run club in baseball right now? How many members are in the 700 home run club in baseball? That is your question for the 5th inning trivia as the top of the order for the Legends coming up 1, 2, 3. Darian Samford at the plate showing bunt. Ball one outside. If you're watching at home, that's your trivia question tonight. How many members are there in the home run club in Major League Baseball of the 700 home run club? How many members are 700 home runs or better in Major League Baseball right now? There's a mound visit here. Not sure if they're trying to get strikes and balls figured out or if it's a mound visit, but Manny Gonzalez goes with him. He does not say anything or gesture, so we will assume that was not an official mound visit and they were just trying to figure signs out. So if you're listening at home, how many members in the 700 home run club? Type your answer in the comments. And if I see it before I give the answer on the air, you'll win 4 free tickets to the next Genomes Legends game on Tuesday night. 4 free tickets for you. Do it quickly. First come, first serve. From the stretch, 3-0 to Sanford, up high, but got the corner, and Sanford can't believe it, 3-1. Chaseen from the stretch, kicks, fires, strike 2. Well, Sanford's got the move down as he turns and goes to first, but he's been faked out twice on that. And that one on the inside corner and got Sanford, strike 3. And that is out number 1 is Alejandro Chaseen. Tags another K up on the strikeout meter up there. So the Lexington Clinic K meter with 9 strikeouts here for the Genomes, and now Tillman Pugh steps in. And twice Sanford's gone down on strikes today. Pugh looks at strike 1, and Chaseen has found a rhythm here. So the answer to the trivia question, how many people are in the 700 club for Major League Baseball? Swing and a miss here by Pugh, 0-2. The answer is 3. There are 3 members of the 700 home run club in baseball: Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, and Babe Ruth. Now, your follow-up question, who is on the active home run list that is only 7 away from the 700 club? Who will be the next player in the 700 club for Major League Baseball? Currently, there is a player within 7 home runs of making it to 700. Who is that? That's your follow-up trivia. Tillman Pugh hits this 1-2 pitch high into the sky, and it'll sail into foul territory. Courtney Hawkins on deck. And the answer to the follow-up trivia question is Albert Pujols, 693 home runs, and he's still active. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 10 for the Genomes tonight. And Tillman Pugh goes down swinging. So the home run trivia questions, with 2 outs now, bring up Courtney Hawkins. Courtney is 2 for 2 today and can be best described by the Genomes as a problem and a pain in the you-know-what, as he is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs today and 5 RBIs, and has single-handedly kept them in a tie with the Genomes, at least as far as the RBI totals go. The 0-1 here in the dirt and gets by the catcher. It's 1-1. Don't forget, every Sunday until the end of the season, kids get in free. So every Sunday, bring the kids out here, enjoy baseball. You don't even have to pay for them to walk in the gates. They can walk on in with you for free if you buy a ticket, mom or dad. That one low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And that one right down the pipe. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two balls, 2 strikes. I wonder if your hand could reach this far if you'd slap me for that. And Hawkins hits this one deep right field, sailing towards the foul side, and it is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Hawkins, and he chops this one foul and stays alive. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 5-5 game. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Courtney Hawkins 2 for 2 with 2 home runs today. Can he do it again? Home run 41, there's no way. This one outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now you've got a choice, Alejandro Chacin. You can either pitch to him or take your chances with the first baseman, Isaiah Tejeda, a former Major League player. What to do? Here's the payoff. Hawkins chops this one foul. Count stays 3-2. Little off-speed pitch there, a little trickeration from Chacin. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Full count to Hawkins. Top of the 5th. That one in the dirt, and Hawkins will reach the base safely with a walk. So 1 on, 2 outs for Tejeda. Isaiah Tejeda at the plate. 1 on, 2 outs for the first baseman here. Chacin's pitch outside, ball 1. Five score here in the 5th. Game 1 tonight. I should say game 1 was this afternoon at 1 o'clock. That one, bam, got the corner. Strike 1, 1-1. Tejeda wasn't too sure about that. First game today was 1 o'clock this afternoon between these two teams, and the Legends ran away with a 9-6 win. Game was tied after 7 innings. Remember, both the games are 7 innings today because of the doubleheader, and it went into extra innings, and the Legends ended up winning 9-6. This pitch outside, 2-1 to Tejeda. Game 2 here is tied at 5 in the 5th. And the game started off with more fireworks from Courtney Hawkins. He started the game 1 off with a home run. He started game 2 off with a 2-run home run. And then he hit another 3-run home run in the 3rd. The Genomes, to their credit, 1 run in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd. And that's where we are. Tejeda rips one into right field. Hawkins to 2nd, Tejeda to 1st. And now 2 on and 2 outs. And here comes the 3rd baseman, Montrell Marshall. Marshall struck out his first time up and then grounded out to 3rd. He had a home run in game 1. $17 home runs and 58 RBIs for Marshall. And now the catcher, Rye, goes out to talk to his starter, Chassin. Two on, 2 outs. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I saw that in the top 100. Yeah, I saw that the other day when I was thinking about trivia. Yeah. First pitch here outside to Marshall, ball 1. Now, what's even crazier than that, Hugh Davis, our official scorer, just saying in the top 100 for career home runs, there's only 4 that are still active. What's even crazier is you wouldn't even recognize a couple of those names unless you watch baseball all the time. Like, I didn't know one of those names. I had to look them up. 1-0 to Marshall, 2 on, 2 outs. Outside, 2-0. No, there's one more. It was Cruz maybe then. Maybe it's 125th or something. Could have been the next 50. 2-0 to Marshall. Outside, 3-0 in the dirt. So Marshall now, they might be trying to walk Marshall to get to Tavares. That could have been what he said to him when he went out there just now. Because Marshall has got some power. Tavares has struggled. Arenado, that's who I didn't realize. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. First pitch there in the strike zone to Marshall, 3-1. Yeah, I did not know him. 3-1 to Montrell Marshall. Give a shout out to a listener in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Hello to Tyler and his little buddy Noah. Noah was on the basketball team I coached. Tyler was the assistant coach. And Marshall's going to be walked. And now the base is loaded here for the Legends. Five tie. Bases loaded for the Legends. And Tavares, the shortstop for the Legends, is coming up. So Manuel Geraldo is going to pinch hit for Tavares, and that whole let's walk Montrell Marshall thing didn't work out for him because here comes Manuel Geraldo with bases loaded. First pitch outside, ball 1, 238 average, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs for Manuel Geraldo. That last pitch, 94 miles an hour. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the 1-0 in there for strike 1 on the inside corner. And the count's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here. Bases loaded for the Legends, 2 outs. And that one low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Legends with a chance to retake the lead here. They led to start the game off. Then the Genomes took the lead in the second. Legends tied it up in the third. Nobody scored in the fourth, and here we are on the top of the fifth. And this one hit hard by Geraldo to left. And a diving Shaw can't come up with it. 1 run will score, 2 runs score, and sliding into third base safely So a double there as you watch a replay from Geraldo, and 2-run score, and the Legends lead 7-5. So Manuel Geraldo comes through with a big double here in the 5th inning to give the lead back to the Legends. And here's Trey Hunt now. First pitch to him coming up. And he chops this one over to third, foul. Strike 1. Montrell Marshall goes back to third base. Courtney Hawkins scores. Isaiah Tejeda scores on that double. Montrell was at first. He went to third. Manuel Geraldo with his 16th double of the season at second base, and it's 0-1 to Trey Hunt. Other scores around the league: Blue Crabs win 10-4 over York. Lancaster beats Staten Island 6-2. And that ball gets by Austin Rye, but he gets there in time. The High Point Rockers win over Gastonia 7-3. Only other game in action right now is the Ducks and the Dirty Birds. And me and Ashley and Hugh and everybody else up here, including the DJ and Judy and Judith, I should say, and Will Painter, and everybody's been here since 11:30 today. And we're about to roll into 9 hours here in a second. Trey Hunt steps out, and so have the players. They've been here probably 10. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 outs for the Legends. That one outside, 2-1. Genomes were cruising here in the top of the 5th at first, but things started getting tricky after they walked Hawkins. And that one misses as well, 3-1. Trey Hunt. Trey Hunt. And that pitch in there, strike 2, full count now. Trey Hunt playing second base. That's usually Brandon Phillips over there. One of the other guys. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. And Trey Hunt, right inside his hands, hit it to the right field and caught out there in right field by the Genomes' Jimmy Paredes. But the Legends do get 2 runs on a Manuel Geraldo double, and they lead 7-5. Genomes, little work to do. They're coming up next. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Demetrius Moore will lead things off for the Genomes here in the bottom of the fifth. They trail 7-5. First pitch here, strike one to Demetrius Moore. Here's the 0-1. That pitch inside, ball one. Corsino still on the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. Demetrius Moore batting .234, 1 home run on the season, 21 RBIs. Hello, Rita Franklin. That's Demetrius's mother. She's watching somewhere in Ohio. And he swings and chops this one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Demetrius Moore replaces Alejandro Chacin, the pitcher, so he is pitching in Chacin's spot. And that pitch there misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And ouch. That one right off the catcher. And I'm not sure if that hit him where he had protection or not. I think it went right off his toe. Let's watch the replay here. I think watch his right toe there. Or his left toe, maybe. Here we go. Oh, maybe his hand. Ouch. Trainer out there to check on him. Full count here to Demetrius Moore. He's in the number 3 batting spot. He chops this one over to Montrell Marshall at third. Marshall rushes it, fires, and they just get Moore at first. My goodness. They got him by about a half a step as you watch the replay here. Good job by Marshall charging it, and ooh, man. That could have gone either way. I don't envy the first base umpire having to call that one. That was awful close. First pitch here to Jimmy Paredes, strike one. That one there. One ball, one strike to Paredes. And he chops this one to short. Picked up, fired to first, and they get him for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And here's Yuri Perez. Strike one to Yuri Perez. Having some slight difficulties here, some technical difficulties. Stand by with us, folks. One ball, two strikes. Three up, three down in the bottom of the fifth. And now the Legends coming up to bat here, top of the sixth. And they lead 7-5. 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error so far for the Legends. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Genomes as we begin the sixth inning here. I'm Steve Tressler. Welcome back, everybody. I apologize for the technical difficulties. They belong to me. This one fouled. Or no, hit down the right field side. Oh, foul? Oh my gosh, that looked like it was in by about 6-7 inches. I mean, it hit inside the white line. What? I got to see that replay. My goodness. Wow. 2 balls, 1 strike. Not sure if that's correct. Is that correct? 2-1? That was a foul, so 2-1. And this one hit straight away center. Demetrius Moore stops, and it bounces right in front of him. I think that was Yuri Perez in center field. I think he just didn't see that ball, as it was right in his line, or his eyesight, right in the line from the lights there. I'll get it right here in a second, folks. Right in his line of sight. That's what I was trying to say. I'm a C student. You got to bear with me sometimes, folks. 1 on here. So Perez on first. After he singled to center field, Yuri Perez fielded it, threw it in. Akeem Bostic on the mound, replacing Alejandro Chacin. And this one hit hard but foul. Bostic joined the Genomes this year, their inaugural season. But this time last year, he was pitching in the majors. And he hits this one deep left field. Martinez does. Teodoro, and caught by Chris Shaw out at the warning track. Or was it? All right, so Teodoro. So a ground rule double, Teodoro Martinez. You'll have to forgive us, folks. The monitors are out here on our side. I'm so glad you all can see the game. We cannot. We're using the naked eye here with no binoculars from the score box, so I apologize for that. And Darian Sanford comes up to the plate for the Legends. They lead 7-5. Nobody out here, top of the 6th. That pitch is inside, ball 1. And I still have nothing on my monitor. I don't know what happened here, but this thing just went out, and that's going to make seeing this game tough. This one popped up in the air by Sanford. It's going to stay in the infield. Third baseman calling that ball, and he makes the catch. So Gavin Johns makes the catch for out number 1. Tillman Pugh coming back to the plate here. Now, this time last year, the pitcher on the mound, Akeem Bostic, was playing with the New York Mets. Teodoro Martinez at second. First pitch here to Tillman. He hits that one hard. Left center field, going back to the track and losing it. Out in center field is Perez. 1 run will score. 2-run score, and Tillman Pugh safe at third with a triple. I'm telling you, these LED lights here are fantastic, but boy, is it hard to find a ball when it's hit high into the sky, because they are so much brighter than the halogen lights that most stadiums have. So Tillman Pugh with a triple, 2-run score, and it is a 9-5 Legends lead. Courtney Hawkins coming back to the plate now. and they're going to intentionally walk him, and that's probably not a bad idea. He is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. And now they'll put a runner on first to try and see if they can get a double play ball here from Manuel Geraldo, or excuse me, Isaiah Tejeda. First pitch here, strike 1 to Isaiah Tejeda. Runners at first and third. Legends lead 9-5. And this ball hit up into the air, center field, left field actually, moving back to the wall. Shaw, he catches it at the warning track. Tillman Pugh will tag up, and it's a 10-5 lead on the sacrifice fly by Tejeda. Montreal Marshall stepping into the batter's box. 10-5 Legends lead here in the 6th inning. 1 out still. That pitch 91 miles an hour from Akeem Bostic for strike 1, or ball 1. And Marshall hits this pitch, the 1-0. He'll run to first, but he's thrown out as Johns fires over to Dueñez, and that will end the inning. But the Legends get 3 runs and extend their lead out to 10-5 as we head to bottom of the 6th. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Austin Rye coming up for the bottom of the 6th here for the Genomes to lead things off. Legends have now doubled up on the Genomes here. And the Genomes, once again in Game 2, just like Game 1, have got a lot of work to do here last few innings. 10-5 lead for the Legends. Oh, that one got close to hitting him up high. 1-1 strike to the catcher for the Genomes. Oh. Didn't look like it hit him there. I don't think it did. Here's the 1-1. And Edison Surreal on the mound for the Legends. Surreal replaces Daniel Corsino. So Corsino has a chance to get a win here. As he has a 5-run lead after 5, and he's out of the game. So close the book on him. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, and 1 Legends error while he was on the mound. And the left-handed Surreal has a 3-1 count on Austin Rye. That one in there, strike 2, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th, Genomes in a hole here, trying to fight their way back into this game. And that pitch low, ball 4. So the first batter for the Gnomes gets on board here. The Genomes at one point led this series 19-9. And this pitch gets away from the catcher there, and he tracks it down before the runner's able to go. But the Genomes were leading 19-9 in the series until last week. The Legends swept them, won 3 games straight, and now the Legends have won 4 out of the last 5 versus the Genomes. They only lost coming this past Friday night, and they've cut that lead down. And now they're within 7 games of the Genomes' season lead, 20 games to 13. And it looks like the Legends might get another one here if they keep it up. Strike 1 there to Samir Dueñez. 1-1 strike. If they win tonight, the Legends will be 14-20 to the Genomes, and they have 7 games left after that. So there is a chance, if they continue the sweeping, they'll catch up. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 strikes to Samir Dueñez. Runner on first. Bottom of the 6th. Genomes have 2 more at bats. This is the second of a doubleheader, so only 7 innings in this game. So the Genomes are down to their last 6 outs here. Edison Surreal looking in. And that one off the catcher's face mask and bounces to the backstop. One ball, 2 strikes. Henderson Perez, the catcher. Here's the pitch. And this one chop foul. So Dueñez staying alive here. Edison Surreal, 5'10", 185, 23 years old. On the mound, as you see there, number 3 for the Legends. The 23-year-old is from the Dominican Republic. This pitch outside the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner goes on the wild pitch. So now the Genomes with a runner at second and nobody out. 2-2 count. to Samir Dueñez. Edison Surreal, the pitcher, never went to college to play baseball. Went directly from secondary school, high school, straight into the pros. The Miami Marlins signed him in 2015 when he was 17 years old as a free agent to a minor league contract. And he joined the Miami Marlins organization, and he's been getting paid to play since. He signed with the Legends in August of this year. And that ball gets away, and it counts full 3-2. So that ball in the dirt, and that will walk Austin Rye. Gavin Johns will come to the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here, bottom of the sixth. John's a dangerous hitter. Whether he gets on the base or not, he hits the ball awfully hard. He had a triple in the first that almost went out of here. He flew out his second time up to straightaway center. That one almost got out of here. Swing and a miss here on an 88-mile-an-hour pitch from Surreal. Strike one. Gavin Johns from California. Played college ball at Tennessee Tech. Here's the 0-1, 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the sixth for the Gnomes. And this one ripped, but foul. Hello to Lana Havens. Lana Havens in Laughlin, Ohio. No balls, 2 strikes. And this one hit deep right field, going back to the track. And he finally did it. Look at that. Gavin Johns hits a 3-run home run, and I said he was going to do it today. How about that? Where are my props? Come on. Where's my love? I told you so. Gavin Johns finally gets his first home run as a Genome, a 3-run shot to right off Edison Surreal. And that is home run number 1 for him, and RBIs 22, 23, and 24. I said in game 1 he's going to get his first home run today, and I am proud to say I told you so. You know, I was watching that special on Derek Jeter, the captain, and you know what surprised me? Jeter said, I'm a big I told you so guy. I had no idea he was like that. He's like, I'm a big I told you so guy. Because if you tell me I can't do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to come back and say, I told you so. I did not think he was like that at all. But it cracked me up when I heard him say it. 10-8 the score. Clayton Melbauer at the plate now. And that one in there for strike 2. 1-2 to Melbauer. Melbauer was hit by a pitch. And then he walked his second time up after he was hit by a pitch the first time. And that one, strike 3 called. He'll go down looking for out number 1 here. So John's homer brings in Samir Dueñez, Austin Ryan himself, and cuts the lead from 10-5 to 10-8. Yeah, walks will kill you. Austin Rye and Samir Dueñez both walked before Gavin Johns hit that home run. Had they not, it'd only be 10-6. That's why we say walks will haunt you. Luke Becker at the plate, batting right hand for the first time today. Or at least right hand for the first time in this game. I don't think he batted right in the first game at all, did he? No, because that was right-hand pitchers all through. This one chopped to short, picked up by Geraldo, fired to first, and that's a 6-3 play as Tejeda catches it for out number 2. We've had 2 very competitive games today. I mean, these have been great baseball games. I would have preferred they were over before 8:41, but, you know, if I got to be here, it might as well be at least fun to call. Right, Ashley? That's going to be a tough day for a stringer to do this. My goodness, every single pitch and the scorer. I mean, I can doze off and look up at the board. I don't think you guys can do that. Here's Chris Shaw. True. That pitch there, strike 1 to Shaw. Shaw today is 1 for 2. From the stretch, lefty on lefty here. Surreal kicks and fires. And that one in there, and it's 0-2 to Shaw now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Genomes trail by 2. Here's the 0-2. That one way outside. Hits the backstop, comes back, and Henderson Perez lets the ball boy grab that one as Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, gives him a ball to continue play with. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. That one low in the dirt. Now, I shouldn't say dirt because there is no dirt here. It's all turf. As you see there, the mound is all turf. The grass is not grass. It's just green turf. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one inside just misses. Well, maybe it hit him. It must have nipped him there. So Shaw stands on first base with 2 outs. And we're going to say he was hit by a pitch. We can find out here as they change pitchers. That's going to be all for Edison Surreal. We'll take a quick break. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Yuri Ramos On the mound now. Somebody wake up Melvin Salas. First pitch from Ramos hits the corner, strike one. Here's Felix P.A. Pinch hitting for Jimmy Paredes.
Yes. No. Strike one.
Here's the 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to the former Chicago Cub and Baltimore Oriole, Felix P.A. Chris Shaw at first base after being hit by a pitch. Looks like it may have nipped his arm, and that sent Edison Surreal out of the game. Yuri Ramos replaced him. Swing and a miss here from P.A., and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. P.A. represents a tying run for the Genomes if he can make that happen. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That pitch low, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Legends wanted it. They all yelled for it. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Legends by 2. And here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. Genomes get 3 runs on Gavin Johns' first professional home run with the Genomes. We're headed to the top of the 7th. I believe. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Legends 10, Genomes 8. We're headed to the 7th. We'll be back. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Well, today in the Tour Championship, Rory McIlroy came all the way back and finished 21 under to win. Scott Scheffler, the American, tied for second. Sung Jae Im, the Korean, South Korean, came in second place with Scheffler. In Little League World Series action, the championship today, Caracas lost to Honolulu, Hawaii, and the Honolulu, Hawaii kids won the World Series. The Little League World Series goes to Hawaii, folks. In the consolation game, the Chinese Taipei team beat the team from Tennessee for third place. So, first, second, third, fourth in the Little League World Series ended up being Honolulu first, Caracas second, Chinese Taipei third, and the boys from South Nashville, Tennessee, fourth. Great job to all those kids playing. They were fantastic. I watched several of those games, and they are really playing good baseball at that level. First pitch here, Manuel Geraldo hits into center field for a base hit. Joe Henry Herrera is on the bump, replacing Akeem Bostic. And Joe Henry Herrera throws fire. His fastball is 93 to 96 miles an hour. That one there that Geraldo got a hold of was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. There's a good look at Joe Henry Herrera. 1 on, nobody out, top of the 7th. Legends with a 2-run lead, hoping to add some insurance runs here. Last inning. Remember, this is a 7-inning game because it is the second of a doubleheader today. First pitch here to third, to second, to first, and they're not going to get the double play, but they get the force out on Geraldo at second. Johns to Becker, Becker to first, but they can't get Hunt as he got down the line too fast. So 1 out, 1 on, top of the 7th for the Legends. And now the catcher, Henderson Perez, will come up. He's batting 143 in limited action for the Legends, just signed on, so you can't really judge him from a handful of plate appearances just yet. Legends 2-run lead here. Both of these teams share this field, both of these teams in the Atlantic League. And they have definitely developed a rivalry. Strike 1 to Henderson Perez. At 1 point last week, both benches cleared after a player got plunked. That turned the rivalry intensity up a little more. And since then, though, the Legends have gotten the best of this rivalry, winning 4 out of the last 5 and looking to get 5 out of the last 6 in this game. And another hit right up the middle off Herrera. And now runners at first and second for the Legends with 1 out. Once again, congratulations to the kids from Honolulu, Hawaii, as you watch the replay there. The kids from Honolulu, Hawaii, the Little League World Series champions. I bet that feels amazing to those little guys. You know, and what's fun about watching the Little League World Series is, you know what, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now, you'll see some of those kids in the big leagues. And it's so fun to remember and then go back on YouTube and watch them when they were in Little League and see how good they were even then. First pitch here outside to Teodoro Martinez. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a good look at Joe Henry Herrera. Runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the 7th, last inning here. Legends won game 1, 9-6, hoping to get game 2 here with a 10-8 lead in the last inning. Teodoro Martinez at the plate. He started the season off as a Genome and now is a Legend. Here's the 1-0. Oh, beautiful pitch there. Herrera fired that one in. Nice off-speed pitch at 81. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to thank all of you for joining our broadcast tonight and watching, no matter where you are, your car, truck, radio, YouTube, wherever you're watching or listening from. Thanks for joining Genomes Baseball here versus the Legends. Runners not going. One tried to and almost got picked off. Hunt was leading off big, and Luke Becker ran to second. The throw down there to get him, not in time from Rise. Hunt was able to get back. Manuel Geraldo at second was put out on the ground ball by Trey Hunt. Then Hunt moved to second after the Henderson Perez single. Teodoro Martinez with a 2-1 count and 2 on with 1 out. Top of the 7th. From the stretch, here's the kick and the fire. And this one, a high pop fly, will probably stay here in the infield. The shortstop. And the shortstop calls everybody off and says, I got it, and he does. Clayton Melbauer catches that one for out number 2. 2 on, 2 outs, and the top of the Legends order coming up, and one Darian Sanford, the leadoff batter. Tell you what, these games, as we get closer to the end of the season, are tightening up. All the teams have played each other enough to figure each other out. A lot of good baseball players throughout the Atlantic League. Some will stay, some will go. But it is made for an interesting season. Here's Sanford. South Maryland and Gastonia are guaranteed to be in the playoffs. South Maryland won the North Division in the first half of the season. Gastonia won the South Division. And I should say Southern Maryland, not South Maryland. But it's the same. Come on, South, Southern, come on. But that's all right. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That pitch upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, Legends trying to add on some insurance runs to their 10-8 lead here. And this pitch way outside, 3-0. Almost got away. And that was a good little snag by the catcher, Austin Rye, to keep that there. That would have sent the runners going. Lancaster Barnstormers right now are on pace to win the North Division at 32-15. They have a 4.5 game lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. In the South Division, a 7 game lead for the Honey Hunters on the Genomes. That one inside, close. Almost hit him, but that's ball 4, and that loads the bases. And the Legends are only 2.5 games behind the Genomes right now in the second half of the season in the South. If the Legends manage to win this game, that will put them within 1.5 games behind the Genomes, and they start a 3-game series on Tuesday, and they could leapfrog the Genomes in the South Division. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and here's Tillman Pugh. Check swing there, didn't go. Oh, they said he did? My goodness. No balls, 1 strike to the designated hitter for the Legends tonight. Bases loaded. And you do not want to walk him because you've got Courtney Hawkins in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss here, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Joe Henry Herrera has gone with a lot of off-speed pitches. Is he going to come back with one of his mid-90 fastballs right here? And if he does, is Tillman Pugh expecting it? 10-8 lead. Legends outside. That was another off-speed pitch, 83. You got to think at some point he's going to turn the gas up and fire it in there because he's thrown several off-speed pitches here, and he can throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. That one in the dirt. That's another off-speed pitch. I bet Tillman is wondering, when is that fastball coming? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Legends lead by 2. And for the Genomes, that is 2 too many. Herrera from the stretch, bases loaded. 2-2 to Tillman Pugh. He kicks, he fires. And another off-speed pitch on the corner, just missed. And now a full count, bases loaded. When you're a little kid, this is what you always say to yourself in the batter's box. Last inning of the game, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Except in your mind, you're losing by 3 and you hit a grand slam. You're not up by 2, but that's okay. We're up by 2, at least the Legends are. Tillman Pugh here. Here it comes. And that one walks a run in, and it's 11-8 Legends, and just what I said you don't want to do has happened. Courtney Hawkins comes back up to the plate with the bases loaded, a 3-run lead. In his last 3 times to the plate today, he's got 3 home runs, folks. 3 out of the last 4 times. He was walked once and 3 home runs in his last 4 trips. A grand slam, a 2-run home run, a 3-run home run. Is he going to do it again? This pitch off speed, ball 1. Boy, I bet the Genomes got a bad feeling about this one. Here's the 1-0. And that one gets the outside corner. Hawkins can't believe it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Herrera. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs. Missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for Hawkins. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. That hit the catcher's mask and the umpire's mask. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Courtney Hawkins. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one outside, 3-2. Now what do you do? Do you throw a strike to the guy with 40 home runs and leads the Atlantic League? Or do you just walk him in for only 1 run scored and take your chances on Isaiah Tejeda, who is second on the team in home runs? 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the payoff pitch from Herrera. He kicks, he fires. Hawkins fouls it off, of course. High drama here. The Legends looking to sweep the doubleheader. They've got a 3-run lead in the last inning here. Remember, 2 7-inning games, so the 7th is the last inning tonight. The Genomes in a tight race in the wild card. They have to win. Here's the payoff. And struck him out looking, and Hawkins does not agree. And he is very upset. It doesn't matter now. Innings over. They get 1 run, leave 3 stranded. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. The Legends 11, the Genomes 8. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball in the conclusion right after this. Bottom of the 7th here at Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field. The Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and the Lexington Legends, game 2 of the doubleheader. Jimmy Paredes at the plate. Legends with an 11-8 lead. Here's Paredes. Yuri Ramos on the bump for the Legends. Paredes tonight 1 for 3. 282 batting average on the season, the former major leaguer. Here's the 2-0, down low and inside to Paredes, 3-0. Paredes formerly with the Phillies. Had a good career in the majors. Here's the 3-0. And Paredes walked on 4 pitches, and the Genomes have their leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the 7th. Last inning in the second game of our doubleheader, and it is 8 minutes after 9. They started playing baseball at 1 this afternoon, folks. And now the center fielder Yuri Perez comes up. 1 on, nobody out. Jimmy Paredes at first. Yuri Perez at the plate. 385 batter, no home runs, 4 RBIs. OPS right about 953 for Perez. First pitch, ball 1. That's 5 pitches to start the bottom of the 7th here from Ramos, all out of the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. And that one finally gets in there, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. You have the picture-in-picture look there in the bottom left. You get a look at first base and Jimmy Paredes over there with Isaiah Tejeda, number 13. You see what the pitcher's keeping his eye on. Ramos looking over now. Looks in, kicks, fires. And this one hits straight up center field, and it's going to be caught. And that's out number 1. Genomes down to their final 2 outs. Perez flies out to center. And the catcher, Austin Rye, will come up and see what he can do. Now, folks, Yuri Ramos just threw that pitch 99 miles an hour. Perez just hit a 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Yuri Ramos. Is he going to hit 100 tonight? That one 97 miles an hour. Fouled off by Rye. No balls, 1 strike. Legends won game 1 of the doubleheader. They lost Friday night, so the series, this 3-game series, is split in half, 1 game apiece. And it's going to come down to who wins tonight. And this one hit deep left field, but not enough as Courtney Hawkins makes the catch. And that is out number 2. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that he took to left, but not deep enough. 1 on, 2 outs, and now the Legends are close to winning this series here. 2 games to 1. Or the Genomes make a monster comeback right now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, the last inning of this 2-game doubleheader. Ramos on the mound, the 24-year-old hurdler, 6'3", 152. Throwing pitches 96 to 99 miles an hour right now from the Dominican Republic. Was in the Cubs organization. That one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Ramos was pitching for the Tennessee Smokies. Then was part of the South Bend Cubs, the Iowa Cubs, before making his way here from the Iowa Cubs to the Legends. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that time. .4 miles an hour, his fastest one so far tonight. That one outside, swing and a miss, 97 miles an hour. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Samir Dueñez. Genomes down to their last strike. The potential tying run is standing in the on-deck circle. But will Gavin Johns even have a chance to come to the plate? He did hit a 3-run home run his last time up. All he wants is a chance to come to the plate. But will he have it? Ramos, 2-2. Swing and a miss. And the Legends win both games today. Winning tonight 11-8 after a 9-6 win earlier. And this one is over, folks. What a day of baseball here from Wild Health Field as we had some Wild Health baseball. Lexington Legends win game 1 9-6. They win this one 11-8, a 3-run win in both games. First game went into extra innings. This one did not. Legends win the series 2-1 as they go out there to celebrate and slap hands and congratulate each other. Final score, Legends 11 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Genomes 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For our public address announcer tonight, Will Painter. Our DJ was DJ Picasso, a.k.a. Will Painter. Logan Weiler was on the video board. Judith Drake was our technical director and camera operator and everything else that had anything to do with electricity. Official scorer was Hugh Davis. Ashley Grigsby was Major League Baseball stringer tonight. I'm Steve Tressler. That's it for tonight. We'll see you guys Tuesday when these teams come back here and play a 3-game series Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. That's all for this time. Until next time, have a great time, everybody. Good night, and go Genomes.